My name is Sean Middleton, running for City Council in District 5. That's basically the areas that go on Dorchester Road from Leeds Avenue to Zucker Middle School. I'm originally from the Liberty Hill community, but currently live in North Point. 2001 graduate of North Charleston High School, 2005 graduate of the University of South Carolina. What I'm finding is that North Charleston is two cities in one. It's kind of like the tale of two cities. You basically have one side of North Charleston that's for wealthy people, and you have the other side of North Charleston that's for minorities and poor people. And the side that I live on, District 5, is one of those sides that's for minorities and poor people. And basically what happens is that you can see that resources aren't coming to my side of North Charleston. I'd say from looking at statistics that the dividing line between the two North Charlestons is Ashley Phosphate Road. If you live in a neighborhood on Ashley Phosphate Road going back toward the city of Charleston, you live on the wrong side of North Charleston. Your neighborhood isn't getting necessary resources. Your poverty levels are significantly higher. Your high school dropout rates are significantly higher. Your quality of education is lower. And basically your ability to progress is stunted. We need to make sure that our schools are getting the necessary resources to ensure that all children receive a proper education. A lot of people don't know it, but crime, which is something that's plagued in North Charleston, is a function of poverty. If you aren't prepared to go to middle school from elementary school, you aren't going to be prepared to go into high school, and that's going to lead to high dropout rates, which is what we're suffering from. If you drop out of school, you aren't going to be able to compete in the real world once you get out of school. We have some of the lowest performing schools in the United States of America right here in Charleston, namely North Charleston High School, which I once attended. If you compare schools on our side of North Charleston compared to the other ones, their schools are rated anywhere from good to excellent, while our schools, especially on the high school level, are rated below average or at risk. So that's giving children in wealthier districts a larger advantage over the children in our districts. People tend to only pay attention to that presidential election, but the president does not affect your quality of life. It is your local government that sets your quality of life. Politics on the national level just sets the template for how state and local governments can operate. Even when you look at slavery, slavery was a state issue. It wasn't a national issue. The national government didn't sanction it. Your state sanctioned it. And they were able to do so because of the template that was set aside for them. But once slavery was abolished on the national level, and black people in particular were given rights, states used the template to basically nullify certain things legally. Things like Jim Crow were not standards set by the national government. They were set by your cities and municipalities. Your cities and municipalities took away your right to education. They took away your right to prosper, to get jobs, everything, to the point where the federal government, after about 80 years, finally had to come up with equal opportunity laws that set quotas in corporations, that force schools to desegregate. So if you aren't voting for your governor, your state representatives, your mayors, and your city councilmen, you're opening yourself up to issues that affect your quality of life. In North Charleston, black people are the majority of the constituents in North Charleston, but only 10% of you vote. Whereas if you look at our white counterparts, about 30% of them vote. So you aren't electing your representatives. This is why gentrification is easily able to occur. This is why our children aren't getting equal access to education right here in Charleston. This is why so many problems in our community exist locally, because we aren't choosing our local officials. The presidential race is very important, but never forget that it was your local government that set segregation as the standard, and they took it to a nationwide level, especially in the southern states.